vehicles will not have brand Bajaj then? It's going to have a completely distinct brand altogether.
Well, as I finished saying, the three-wheeler, of course, is sold under the master brand Bajaj, and it will continue to be sold in that fashion because there we are defending an existing business. But yes, I think if we are trying to create a new story, you know, in the end, as Mary Angelou said, the world is made not of atoms but of stories. What people buy are stories. That's perhaps the reason why Tesla's market cap has gone past that of Ford and GM, because it is a more charming, a more impressive story of a person or a company that has the courage, the conviction to chase a particular dream at the exclusion of all other choices available to them. So I think if one has to really make an impact in the electric space, then it's not just about the atoms in the battery. I think it's about the story with which you go to market.
Right. So therefore, you're saying you will be looking at the possibility of setting up a whole new company or corporation and whatever form it may take. You know, but others would say, sort of flipping the argument on its head there, Rajiv, you know, you are taking a big sort of a risk also with an approach like this. Some of the other manufacturers may just come up with, you know, with, let's just say, another electric two-wheeler product, you know, for the markets that will require less amount of investments and lesser amount of risk. But for you to actually go ahead and set up a separate brand, set up a whole new company, as you're alluding to, that would entail a lot more risk than what some of your competitors would do.
Right. Well, you know, Ron, we always have two choices in business in terms of strategy. The first that you are, I think, referring to is what is called the strategy of familiarity, where you stay in familiar space, you stay with a familiar brand in a familiar company, go through perhaps a familiar distribution network, and hope to achieve the results on that basis. See, in my view, if you see what is happening today, whether it's in the scooter space, motorcycle space, car space, in any segment, even outside of the auto industry, what you will find is those who pursue the strategy of familiarity fail to tell a distinctive, charming story. They don't stand out. The consumer sees them as part of the herd. You are seen more often than not to only ape someone else, to clone someone else, and it makes no impact. It is when you exercise a second choice, i.e. the strategy of differentiation, when you do something different, that is when you raise curiosity. You know, that is when you appear novel, and that is when you catch attention. You know, what is more charming instinctively, a electric BMW 7 Series or a all-new Tesla model, whatever they call it? If I'm BMW, of course I will electrify the BMW because I have to do that to protect my future, to defend my brand. But from a consumer point of view, what really catches attention is when you do something completely different, not only in terms of product, but in terms of brand, technology, distribution, in fact the whole corporation. And that's why I believe the differentiation story runs much deeper, and it is actually a safer way to go to market.
Okay, that is Rajiv Bajaj talking about the huge opportunity that lies in